The Greater Susquehanna Valley United Way serves over 90,000 people in Northumberland and Snyder counties. Our United Way continues to adapt to new challenges by identifying the greatest problems facing our communities. By working together, we can solve these problems.
What is that? You know what they are. What is that? Turtles.
Turtles. How many turtles are there?
The Greater Susquehanna Valley United Way understands the link between early literacy and success in school. Early literacy is an important piece of quality early childhood education and a solid investment for our children and communities.
Tessa thinks where it's warm.
Well, children who come to school with the literacy skills to be able to read tend to be better readers. Better readers tend to have more success in school. And children who have more success in school tend to have more success in life.
This one's called If You Were a Penguin. What could you do?
The most important way to help develop early literacy skills is for children to be read to.
Will was splashing around by himself in the sea.
The United Way supports early literacy through early childhood education programs throughout our region.
Say hi.
The Parent-Child Home Program is a home-based program designed to help parents talk, read, and play with their toddlers to help them get ready for school.
Look what I brought today. What color is this big fish? Do you know? Blue. High five. Good job.
We're a literacy-based program, and we come into the home 2 times a week for 30-minute visits. 1 week we bring a book, 1 week we bring a toy.
What shape is that?
Circle.
A circle. Very good. Have you and Mommy been working on shapes?
Oh, yeah.
The child gets to keep the books and the toys, and then we introduce to the parents different ways to read the books, different ways to interact with the books with the child.
Dad has the pinchers. Yeah.
To be exposed to books at an early age, I think it's very beneficial because it really helps build on your language skills. And your language and your speech are the basis for everything that you do as you mature and as you go into preschool, grade school, high school. And you know, it helps build confidence.
Use your pointer finger. Let's get it. Okay, here we go. I'm bigger than that fish, and I'm bigger than that fish.
An important part was to include his mom in the visit. We want her to be a part of that because she's the one that's going to have to model, you know, the behavior with him. We do try to make reading fun. The home visitors go in and they encourage the parents that, you know, it is fun to read to your child. And that's what we're trying to do through the program, to make books fun and exciting.
I'm the biggest thing in the whole ocean.
Coming into kindergarten, children who have been read to are focused, they're enthusiastic about learning. It builds their vocabulary. It increases their background knowledge. It creates language skills, communication skills, and a love of reading.
Ooh, good job.
And when we have parents who are reading to their children, they give the example that reading is valued and that reading is an important way for us to communicate. The research tells us that children who come to school with those early literacy skills end up being better readers. And children who are better readers are better students. And that goes on to children who are better students have a better chance of having a fulfilling academic life. And that carries through even into their life outside of school.
Divorce is one of the main causes of children living in poverty. The Family Reunification Program, a collaboration between Clinical Outcomes Group and SWIT Transitions, seeks to assist all family members experiencing abuse through counseling and educational programs. The Family Reunification Program keeps families together.
So having more of a clear...
The Family Reunification Program is a joint collaboration between Clinical Outcomes Group and SWIT Transition and is funded by a grant through Greater Susquehanna Valley United Way and their Priorities for Impact program. And the goals are to reunify families, take families who are coming out of a domestic violence situation or other situation, and help bring them back together so that the children are now living in a healthier family relationship that has 2 parents who have dealt with their issues and also are more financially stable.
Well, really the goals of the counseling session are determined by the family. The family knows themselves better than we do. And what that means is that they can better identify goals that are realistic and needs that are realistic within their own family.
You made 2 commitments. What were they? Okay. What were the commitments specifically?
So what we do is we help to facilitate family to develop what those goals are, clearly define them, and then put strategies in place to address all those goals.
But last week we were talking about it being very specific and setting specific timelines.
We believe, as does the United Way, our families are in trouble in today's world, and that there's a lot of issues within the world that pull families apart, and oftentimes who gets affected are the children.
So we can take this off the list. What else do we need to work on as far as household chores and making sure that things get done?
As a result of our work, we're seeing families working out their differences, gaining additional skills, and being able to reunify to provide a healthy environment for their children to live.
About respect and responsibilities. You know, because that wasn't something Mom and Dad and Dan and I came up with. You guys agreed to it too.
United Way has identified this issue within our community, children living in poverty, and has identified this program as a way to solve that issue. We appreciate their support. We absolutely could not do it without them.
There's our list, guys.
United Way involvement in this project is so important because they're the ones that know the communities. They know what the needs are in the communities. Greater Susquehanna Valley United Way did their survey to find out what were the community needs. So who better to support the project than someone who's done the survey, who's done the work, and who's been there for years and years and years and established in the community.
Did I just hear the word cooperation? Yay!
The Greater Susquehanna Valley United Way supports more than 60 programs at 30 member agencies in Snyder and Northumberland counties. 99% of the money raised here stays here to strengthen our local communities. Our United Way is uniquely positioned to address the most critical needs in our communities, like improving public transportation, helping at-risk teens, drug and alcohol abuse, breaking the cycle of poverty, quality childcare, and diversity issues facing our growing population. The Greater Susquehanna Valley United Way will make our communities stronger if we all work together and live united.